Hi fellow crafters. In today's video, I'm going to show you a super easy gift card holder. There are a lot of gift card holder ideas out there, but this one keeps the gift card as a surprise inside. I'm going to be using my Quiet Meadow bundle, my Layering Circles dies, and the Tidings of Christmas designer series paper. But my idea is not a Christmas idea. Be sure to watch all the way through my video for my bonus tips and design ideas. And if you would like free crafting ideas emailed to you each week, consider subscribing to my newsletters. I'll leave the link in the description box underneath this video. Now, shall we get crafting? Hey everyone, I'm Terri and I'm nuts about stamping. I love sharing techniques and project ideas for rubber stamping, scrapbooking, and paper crafting with you each week. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be the first to be notified when my next video goes live. Now, are you ready to get started? As I said in my introduction, I'm going to use the Quiet Meadow bundle for this project, both the stamp set and the dies this time. You will find flowers, background patterns, and greetings in the stamp set, which you can pair with the beautiful wildflower dies. It is so much fun to mix and match the different pieces to get the right look. And if you love the Quiet Meadow bundle as much as I do, then you don't want to miss watching this video next. I'm going to start off by doing some stamping and die cutting using the Quiet Meadow stamp set. I've chosen the phrase that says, "Heartfelt love and caring thoughts are with you." And I'm going to stamp that down on a square piece of basic white. And I'm going to use my soft succulent ink. Okay, let me ink that up and stamp that down. Just going to slide that aside for a second. And the next thing I'm going to do is bring in another piece of basic white. And this time I'm going to stamp the Thinking of You onto it. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. These are going to be the two feature colors for my project today. So I'll ink this up. Stamp it down somewhat in the center. I'm going to be die cutting it, so don't have to worry too much about being straight, although straight is always a good thing. All right, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, in the Meadows dies, there is this frame die, so I want to put it around my phrase. This is a magnetic platform. And then I want to take my other phrase, and there isn't a circle in the Meadows dies, so I'm going to use one of my Layering Circles dies. Put that around the phrase. And then I have a piece of Evening Evergreen, and I have one of the scallop circles from the same Layering Circles pack. So I'm going to run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then we'll go on to the next step of die cutting. And there are the three pieces, and you'll see this will layer beautifully in a few minutes. I'm going to set these aside. The next thing I want to do is take one of the Meadows dies. It's this one here, it's this wildflower, and I want to die cut it twice. I want to die cut it first out of a piece of Evening Evergreen. And then after I've run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, then I want to take exactly the same size of soft succulent, and I'm going to die cut a second wildflower out of the soft succulent cardstock. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I will come back in a moment and show you these two pieces all die cut out and ready to use on my project. My goodness. Okay, I've got these two pieces finally die cut out. I got my die and my magnetic platform under control eventually and die cut these out. I'm going to set them aside. Now, the next thing I want to do is create the base for my pocket gift card holder. So I have a piece of basic white cardstock. It's cut 4.5 by 12, and I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored, and I'm going to lay it down on the long way, so it's all the way up to the 12, and I'm going to just make 2 scores. I'm going to score at 4 inches, and I'm going to score at 8 inches. And that's it for scoring. However, I'm now going to bring in my paper trimmer. And what I want to do is I want to cut a diagonal. So hopefully you can see on the video, there is my 8-inch. So here's the 4-inch and the 8-inch. I want to take the 8-inch and I want to cut it from the top part where the score ends, diagonally down to the point. So I'll show you in a second. I'm going to line it up. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to line it up on my paper cutter. So I've got the top part. There's the score line, the top part, and then the point is there. And I'm just going to cut right through it, and I create a diagonal. There we go. I've got my diagonal cut. You want to lay your gift card holder down. You want to fold this diagonal piece in, and then you want to fold this piece in, and then use your bone folder and score it so it's nice and flat. And there we go. We have the little pocket. Now we're going to decorate it. So I have some pieces of the Tidings of Christmas paper. Now, you might think, well, wait a minute, Christmas? Well, yes. One side of the paper is Christmas patterns and designs, but the other side of the paper is not. So you can use this paper pack for seasonal projects and non-seasonal projects. But I'm going to use it for non-seasonal. So I've got these 4 pieces, and I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to use it on the front of my pocket card. So I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal. And put it like that. Then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put a second piece of the Tidings of Christmas on the inside. Try and get it nice and straight and even. Okay. Then I'm going to put the third piece here. And then we have a dilemma with the 4th piece. Now, we've got one piece of paper left, and it's not going to fit on here beautifully. Obviously not. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my paper cutter, and I am going to cut from point to point to create a layer that will go on this remaining flap that will create the pocket on my project. So I'll attach that now. There we go. And you can see that it's starting to take shape, isn't it? Now, in order to create this pocket, we're going to have to adhere this flap down. So let's do that next. I have some tear and tape adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it across the bottom, just the bottom of this flap. I guess we can call it a flap. I'm going to peel off the covering, and then I can close this up, and that will create this really secure pocket that I can tuck a variety of things in, one of them being a gift card. Now, we still want to decorate this, so let's bring in all of the pieces. Before I add the pieces that we've cut out, I do want to have a spot on my pocket card to write a greeting. So I have cut another piece of basic white, and I thought it would be nice to add this as a layer to my pocket gift card holder so that I can write a greeting to the person who will be getting the gift card. So I'm going to attach it here, and then remember this particular wildflower that I cut out? I want to add it as an embellishment to the inside of my pocket card so that it'll be a nice surprise for the person who gets it. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue and add a few spots of it to this wildflower and then adhere it down, leaving room, of course, for me to write a message. And that creates the inside of my pocket gift card. If you want to see another gift card idea, why don't you check out this video next? Now, I'm going to let that dry, and when it's dried, I'm going to come back and we will complete the gift card holder by decorating the front. Back in a moment. All right, I think it's dry and ready to move on to the next step. I did forget about this piece though. So what I want to do is I want to add this thinking of you on the inside. And I'm going to add it just like so, so that it sort of matches with the gift that would be inside and let that person know that I am thinking of them. So now I'm going to close this up. And remember, I have the evening evergreen wildflower. So I'm going to add that to the front. Okay. I'm going to put it over towards the left side. I love the contrast of the two different colors of greens. And now I'm going to put my phrase together with its scallop layer. And then I want to pop it up. I like dimension on my cards. It's just a thing I have. I think it looks a little bit more professional maybe when we add dimensions underneath. So let me add a couple of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I'll peel off the tails and we'll add the phrase like so. Now it is ready for its final touch, which is to add some embellishments. So I have these in color jewels or gems. I'm not sure what they're called. And I just love these here. They sort of have a blue-green tint to them, I guess. So what I want to do is I think I'm going to use these smaller ones, and I'm going to put one in the center of each of the flowers on my wildflower, just to add a little bit of bling. Just move that one up a little bit more. And then I'm going to do the same on the inside so that when the person opens up the gift card holder, they will see some nice shiny bling on the inside as well. I just absolutely love these gems or jewels. I can't remember what they're called, but they are without a doubt so beautiful. All right, and there we go. The gift card holder is pretty much done. Now, I had talked about this being a holder for a gift card, but keep in mind, this pocket is quite large, so there's a variety of things that you could tuck in here if you aren't the kind of person that gives gift cards to friends or family members. So think about other ideas you can pop in here and then other ways to decorate your gift card holder. I have a quick question for you. What other card ideas would you like to see next? I invite you to leave me a comment to let me know, and I'll create a video to show you how. And if you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used to make this gift card holder, head on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. While you're on my blog, remember to join my free mailing list to get insider tips and ideas to take your card making to the next level. And you don't want to miss my 12 Weeks of Christmas campaign, which started already. So you've missed the first one or two, but we'll catch you up on the rest of them. If you subscribe to my free newsletters, not only do you get my regular newsletter, but you also get my special 12 Weeks of Christmas series with Christmas card ideas, Christmas gift ideas, and bags and tags and gift wrap ideas. I'm Terri. I am nuts about stamping. I hope you'll give this idea a try someday soon. Bye for now.